Good morning, children. I welcome you in the science class. Yesterday we have discussed about the chapter number 11 introduction. Today we will start the chapter in detail starting with the first topic, that is concept of force. So I will discuss first some of the activities like moving a book, opening a door, lifting a bucket, opening a drawer, kicking a football, hitting the ball with the bat. These all are the common situation. In all these things, what we are doing? We are either pushing something or we are pulling it. So similarly, to open a door, we pull it, we push it. Similarly, to kick a football, we push it. So to move an object, either we want to push it or to pull it. So this is called force. A push or a pull of any object is called force. Now, the most important part in this topic is forces are due to interaction. If a book is lying on a table, it does not change its position. वो अपने आप से अपनी पोजीशन चेंज नहीं करेगी अनलेस एन एक्सटर्नल फोर्स इज अप्लाइड ऑन इट. जब तक हम उसके ऊपर बाहर से कोई फोर्स नहीं लगाएंगे वो अपने आप अपनी पोजीशन चेंज नहीं करेगी. सो वी मे कंक्लूड दैट विदाउट एन इंटरेक्शन द फोर्स कैन नॉट बी अप्लाइड टू चेंज इट्स स्टेट. ओके, द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज अबाउट इफेक्ट्स ऑफ फोर्स. अब फोर्स से होगा क्या क्या. फर्स्ट, फोर्स कैन कॉज मोशन. फोर्स जो है इसमें मोशन हो सकती है. फोर्स कैन कॉज मोशन इन अ स्टेशनरी ऑब्जेक्ट. व्हेन द ऑब्जेक्ट इज लाइंग stationary at rest position, a book is lying on a table, you can move it by applying a force, that is either by push it or pull it. Similarly, you apply force to a chair, to a toy car, to a moving bicycle. These all start moving. So force can cause the motion in a stationary object. Stationary means the object which is at rest. So it is not necessary that force always make a stationary object move. If I am taking an example of wall, if I am just pushing the wall of my house, or if you are pushing the wall of your room, it will not move. Similarly, when you try to push a tree in your garden, it will also not move. This reason is that the force applied by you is insufficient. It is not like that you are not applying the force. You are applying the force, but it is not sufficient to move that object. Second is force can stop a moving object. When a football player kicks the football towards the goalkeeper applies force to stop the ball. So here in this case, instead of moving, something is already in motion and applying the force, we can stop it. Third case is we can change the direction of motion of the moving object. When a batsman hits the ball with his bat, the direction of the moving ball changes. Similarly, when a tennis player returns a service, he or she uses force to change the direction of the ball. So here, the force can change the direction of motion of the moving object. Fourth case is it can also change the speed of a moving object. When a person pushes a moving swing, it moves faster. When he pulls the swing in the opposite direction, it slows down. Similarly, when more force is applied on the pedal by a cyclist, speed of the cycle increases. So force can change the speed. Also, it can change the shape and size of the object. When you fold a piece of paper or clothes, knead flour, or squeeze a tube of paint or a toothpaste, you apply force and the size and the shape changes. Next is, this is all about the effects of force. What are the changes that a force can do? Next is about unit of force. How we can measure, like your weight is measured in kgs, your height is measured in inches. Similar way, how we can measure the force? It is measured by using a unit known as Newton. It is denoted by letter N, and 1 kilogram force is the force required to lift an object of 1 kilogram vertically upward is called 1 kilogram force. It is denoted as kilogram force. 1 kilogram force is 9.8 Newton, which you can write down at 10 Newton also, and 1 kilogram force is 1000 gram force. Next is resultant force or net force. See, resultant force means what is the net force when the two forces are acting simultaneously, whether in the opposite direction, if in the similar direction. What happens if I have to lift a box of 50 kg? If I applied the force alone, I will not be able to lift it up. But one more person came to help me out, and we both joined together our hands and we can lift the box. So we are applying the two forces in the similar direction to lift only one box. This resultant force is the addition of the two forces. But if the force acting is in the opposite direction, suppose we are playing a tug of war game, ठीक है, 5 players are on the right hand side and 5 players are on the left hand side. The 5 players which are on the right hand side, they are applying 100 Newton force, and the players which are applying on the left hand side, they are applying the 50 Newton force. So the right hand side team will win the match, and by how much force? By 50 Newton force. What we have done, we have find out the difference between their forces. So it is subtracted. So when the forces are acting on the opposite direction, we subtract these forces to get the resultant force. So see beta, these are applied forces. First box is showing that on the right hand side we are applying 40 Newton, and on the left hand side we are applying the 20 Newton. So these two forces are acting on the opposite direction. So what is the resultant force? It is 20 Newton. In the second case, we both sides the same force is applied, that is 25 Newton and 25 Newton. So what will be the resultant force? The resultant force will be 0, because these two are subtracted from each other and will get the 0. So this is the concept of resultant force.